Welcome to Top 10 Archive. We've all had those dreams, the thought of what it would be like to have superpowers. Well, for these select individuals around the world, it's more than just a dream. From super strength to inhuman perception, we're counting down our top 10 picks for humans with real superpowers. Oh yeah, we've given these individuals our own monikers. Let us know in the comment section below what you think their superhero names should be. Number 10. Stephen Wiltshire, Shudder. Stephen Wiltshire was born in London, England on April 24, 1974. Growing up, he was diagnosed with autism around the age of 3 after his parents had noticed a delay in his learning. At age 5, he would be enrolled in a school in West London where he would grow to meet his true potential. Stephen would become officially named a member of the Order of the British Empire in January of 2006 for his commitment and services to the world of art, bringing us to his astounding power. Stephen is known for his truly amazing ability to view objects such as a city landscape and completely commit it to memory. Sure, photographic memory is common in the world of powers, but Stephen seems to go beyond most individuals as he is able to transcribe the images into his very detailed drawings. Number 9. Miroslav Magola. Born on May 29, 1958 in Gorzo Wielkopolski, Poland, Miroslav Magola exhibits an amazing grasp of control over psychokinesis, the ability to use nothing but one's own mind to manipulate physical objects. He illustrates this by generating a magnetic field throughout his body that is strong enough to attract and hold some metallic objects. Though many have gone on to claim he was fraudulent with his powers, Magola wishes to prove this is not the fact, looking to do a live television event so that he may prove he is genuine to his skeptics. Miroslav has claimed that he achieved the awakening of his magnetic powers through experimenting with psychokinesis, meditation, and yoga. Number 8. Dean Karnazes, Marathon Man. Dean Karnazes was born in Inglewood, California, August 23, 1962. His genetics are truly amazing, making him sort of a mutant-type hero on our list. His body seems to handle the recovery of muscular tissue in a vastly different manner than that of normal people. On his 30th birthday, Dean was sitting inside a bar having some drinks and reminiscing with friends, when suddenly he stood up, Forrest Gump style, walked out of the bar and ran 30 miles, one for each year of his life. Finding fame and becoming the man who ran 50 marathons in 50 days in all 50 states of the United States, he would appear on an episode of Stan Lee's Superhumans where tests were run on him, finding that he produces very little lactic acid, meaning that he doesn't fatigue and his muscles don't cramp, giving him an ability to effortlessly run without tiring. Number 7. Liam Hoekstra, Herculad. Perhaps stories of ancient gods of strength were less far-fetched than man originally thought. It turns out there are a few people, like our number 7 pick, Liam Hoekstra, born in Roosevelt Park, Michigan in 2005. At the incredibly young age of 5 months, yes, we said months, Liam would complete an Iron Cross competition. At the age of 3, he possessed a 40% body-muscle ratio. Liam would eventually be taken to doctors who would diagnose him with a very rare genetic condition called muscle hypertrophy, a condition where the body compounds muscle while restricting the production of body fat. Luckily, as of now, his muscle mass and skeletal structure hasn't shown any negative side effects to his heart, nor have there been any other recorded side effects. Number 6. Daniel Tammet, Brainwave. Born Daniel Paul Corney, January 31, 1979, he would later change his identity to that of Daniel Tammet. Suffering from epileptic seizures as a young child, medical treatment would prove helpful, but then at age 25, he would be diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. Despite these things, Daniel has a tremendous memory, perhaps, some would say, at a superhuman level. He is described as a prodigious savant by Dr. Daryl Treffer, who has studied savants for over 40 years. Daniel has the ability to do massive calculations in his head, and has been able to do so since he was a child. He has an acute memory, being able to count off 22,514 digits of pi, which took 5 hours to do, by the way, and has a remarkable ability to learn languages, being able to learn new ones within a week. That's pretty superhuman to us. Number 5. Slavica Pajic, Current. Born in Serbia's Požarevac County in 1957, Slavica Pajic is one of a very few amount of people able to withstand deadly amounts of electricity as it is surged throughout their bodies. Slavica had first discovered his unusual ability at the age of 17 and has forged a remarkable relation with electricity since. He has gone on record as being able to withstand up to 20,000 volts in 1983, which is far higher than the 50 volts required to cause serious injury to the human body. This feat had allowed him to set his first of 2 world records. His second outstanding record-breaking achievement was in 2003, when he would conduct through his body enough electricity to bring a cup of water to 97 degrees Celsius or 206 degrees Fahrenheit in just over 1 minute and 37 seconds. As if to go on and develop his powers even more, he's also able to store electricity within himself and release it at will. Scientists ran numerous studies and tests and are currently unable to figure out how exactly Slavica is capable of doing such shocking things. Number 4. Tori Allen, Monkey Girl. Born July 30th in Sabalu, Benin, West Africa in 1988, Tori Allen is a master of climbing, a skill which she credits to her childhood pet monkey, Georgie. Growing up and emulating the style and method her monkey used to climb objects, Tori went on to rapidly set records such as a national outdoor climbing record at age 11, and by age 12 was a professional rock climber. By age 13, she had obtained all 4 major domestic titles in rock climbing. She went on to achieve a great deal of other achievements, such as being the youngest female to summit El Capitan in Yosemite National Park and winning the X Games at age 14. The story of her learned powers gives a whole new meaning to the adage, monkey see, monkey do. Number 3. Isao Machi, Ronan. The Iaido master Isao Machi was born on August 20, 1973 in Kawanishi, Hyogo, Japan. A holder of multiple Guinness World Records for his expert prowess level with his sword skills, including most martial arts sword cuts to one mat, fastest 1,000 martial arts sword cuts, most sword cuts to a mat in 3 minutes, and fastest tennis ball cut by a sword, which by the way was traveling at 820 kilometers or roughly 520 miles per hour. Isao is actually considered to have superhuman sensory powers that are beyond any normal human being. He is even capable of slicing bullets and pellets out of the air with a single swing of his sword, and taking part in a project which attempted to get a robot to mimic his sword strokes. Isao's impressive human skill isn't genetic, but a learned power, which he is willing to teach to some at his very own samurai school in which he runs as headmaster. Number 2. Scott Flansburgh, Calculator. The human calculator, as dubbed by Regis Philbin, Scott Flansburgh was born on December 28, 1963 in Herkimer, New York. At the early age of 9, Scott would discover that he possessed what some would describe as mental calculator abilities, finding that he could solve math equations his teacher gave without having to write down any numbers. As a youth, he would come to realize that numbers and shapes of angles in numbers correlated to their values, resulting in his refusal to count 1 to 10, instead preferring to think in terms of 0 through 9. His astounding ability to grasp and compute mathematics is so vast, he could get an answer faster than a calculator, and could even tell you what day any past date fell on. Number 1. Stig Severinsen, Gill. The Danish freediver Stig Severinsen was born in Aalborg, Denmark in 1973. Severinsen has a PhD in medicine and has represented Denmark in both swimming and underwater rugby events, holding 4 freediving AIDA world records and 2 Guinness World Records. Stig is able to hold his breath longer than any other human on the planet at a record time of 22 minutes. He would also appear on Stan Lee's Superhumans. After testing, it was revealed that he stores red blood cells in his spleen that aid him in this astonishing feat, much like that of a dolphin. To master such things, Stig has had to train nearly his entire life to hold his breath for what must seem like an eternity. Through discipline and training, Stig has pushed himself into the realm of the superhuman. Do you have an idea for a future Top 10 video? Let us know in the comment section below. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and our website, top10archive.net.